What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to D-Dub. Today we are doing an unboxing of The Witcher 3 on the Nintendo Switch. As we all know, this game was announced quite a while ago and it's finally out. I have never played this game before, but really the whole allure to it is just how much of a technical marvel it is to put it on the Switch, and more so than that, even not just the digital copy, but the amount of love and care that went into this beautiful physical edition here. It's just a lost art. And so even if I don't like this game and it's my first time playing through it, it just basically feels like Christmas to get basically a special edition that's the only edition, and there's nothing really special about it. So we're gonna go ahead and open it and see what's inside. So guys, before we go ahead and rip into this thing on this glorious Christmas morning, which is exactly what it feels like, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you're new to D-Dub. Let's go ahead and get into this thing. Alright, so as we see here, we got a really nice close-up. The actual game that's inside of the case doesn't have any cellophane on it, so the actual game case isn't sealed at all, so that's kind of cool. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut into this thing from the bottom, and that just basically makes it so that you can open it from the bottom, and that way it's still sealed on top. This is just a little tip or trick, I suppose. Well, it's more of a tip, but for any of you guys out there that are collectors, it makes it so that you can still access it, but that you can basically leave cellophane on it, or not just have the top part, how some of the boxes say, maybe not so much like a Super Nintendo case, but something that would open from the top. Usually most people, they kind of dig into it and bend the flap, and from the top you could tell. So just a quick tip for you guys, open it from the bottom, and then that way when you put it on a shelf, or even if it's just kind of standing solo on its own, it still will look really good. So yeah, just a quick tip. If you like that tip, hit the like button right meow. So as you can see, here's the back of the case. I saw a couple people do unboxings and they were kind of so quick that they were over, and they didn't really thoroughly show off the package. And I just got to give massive props to Projekt Red, because this world that we live in now with physical games, the actual love just isn't there. Nobody's excited to put their games out. They're excited about the money, but they're not excited about us being excited. And I support things like that. That's why I went and bought this physical version right here. Even if I don't like the game, I just completely, there's no way that I couldn't support the amount of love and care that they went and put into this thing. As you can see here, I just kind of did the bend, so if I was to basically put that back, and if it was on the top, you might actually see it. So, of course I can pretty much just seal it and set it back down, and then it looks like it's sealed from the top, even though it's not. So again, quick tip for all you collectors out there. So that's pretty much it for the box. Really nice looking box, if I do say so myself. So real quick, just going over the box again, there's no texture or embossing. That could have been kind of the extra kind of step for something like this, but really you just can't complain. The amount of love and work and detail, like I said, that actually went into this is just something that I highly support. So anybody out there who's interested in this game, maybe pick it up if it's the kind of thing that you would want to support. Again, right here we got the case, pretty much the same art, and you can pretty much tell right here, no artwork on the inside or reversible cover. Kind of a little bit of a bummer. Oh, that's kind of cool. You can see the suction cup rings from where the actual machines will pick up the case and then drop it on something like a conveyor belt. I've never actually seen that before. And they do rub off, as you could see right there. But I sort of one of the weird things, I guess, here with this is that you got the rating right here, but then you also have the rating again on the inside. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there is just a little bit of a rundown, some text, a little bit about the game. So That's actually pretty cool. And as far as the Switch cart goes, I mean, it's pretty basic, but you do have a 32 gigabyte card here with everything on it. That is just something else. I'm completely and thoroughly happy that I went ahead and purchased this. So let's go ahead and get into this really cool tiny little package we got here, and it's kind of a weird flap up on the top, but we'll go ahead and bust it open into this and just see what kind of goodies we got here. So we have a "Dear Gamer, thank you for supporting our work" little letter here. And that's just cool because there's no studios that are thanking anybody. 16 free DLCs, 2 story expansions, 150 hours. Hope you enjoy. Have a fantastic time. Huge, huge shout outs and props to CD Projekt Red. I just gotta say, CD Projekt Red, you're the man. We got some really cool stickers here. I don't know if I would ever really put those on anything, but I suppose maybe after I play the game and kind of see what the significance of these symbols actually are, maybe I will go ahead and stick it on something. But so yeah, The Witcher Universe Compendium. And this, of course, it's in black and white. It would have been just an extra step if it was in color, but you really can't complain because they could have just skimped out completely. I mean, this could just be, with the amount of work that they already did with the 32 gigabyte card, I mean, we don't know how much they actually paid for that or how much they're going to be making on it. So we could have just got this plain case with just the cart in it. So even this booklet here, that's, you know, several more cents. And in terms of actually putting the booklet together, you know, we got info on characters and stuff. Let's see, it's a total of like 16 pages, 15. So just a little bit of extra stuff there and some credits. Black cover. Kind of nice how the same symbol here, it kind of got it wrapping around the spine here. So that's another fine added touch. All the games that are coming out for the Switch, you know, it's a shame because there's a lot of times where these companies just skimp out because they can save the extra pennies, and it does, unfortunately for the end consumer, go into the top people's pockets. But so that's why I went ahead and bought this, and I hope many people buy this. Even if people don't like the game, I hope CD Projekt Red continues to do this, because realistically, this is basically a special edition that is the only edition. It was $59.99, and I bought it at GameStop. So of course here we're going over our map. And the map is a nice touch because, again, they didn't have to do it. It could have just been black and white. It could have even been smaller. Like, you know, something like Skyrim, which I suppose that one came with a pretty decent size. I didn't see it on Switch, but like Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Dana, it pretty much has a two-sided poster. One of the sides is a map, and then the other is just basically some artwork from the game. And so this is kind of cool. It's got this sort of like burnt kind of texture to it, which actually makes it look like some kind of parchment paper. And then we have a cool signature here with the stamp from 1272. So as I said before, I've never played this game before. I do recall when it came out, I do recall hearing things about it, and at the time I don't know, I wasn't really interested. So now I'm going to go ahead and get into it and see if this game grabs me, just like most other people. At least it's seeming to have that effect, or did when it came out, and even still to this day with the amount of updates and DLC that they've done, which, by the way, like I said, it's 150 hours that CD Projekt Red is claiming, and it's all right here on this teeny tiny cartridge. Let's give it a quick taste test. That one's not too bad, I don't think. I don't know. You ever look at a Switch cartridge Let me know in the comments down below. Did you throw up? Did you gag? Or did you just shrug it off? But yeah, I'm so happy and proud to be from a time where even just a simple booklet, a compendium, something like this, even in black and white, you would pretty much read it after opening it, maybe on a car ride home. Maybe you didn't have your system plugged in Christmas morning. You're reading it downstairs or in the living room before bringing the game and basically disappearing from your family before going to play it. And just to have a little bit of backstory. And I appreciate these things. I appreciate CD Projekt Red going this extra mile because they didn't have to. They could have charged $80 for this and called it a special edition. They could have done the same exact thing and put it in this box and called it a special edition. I remember when Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, and speaking of, there was a $60 version, an $80 version, and a $100 version, and this was the $80 version, and I believe this just comes with an extra map. I think it's really just the map that's extra, and that was an extra $20. Yeah, so you got, in Red Dead Redemption 2, you got your basic map that would have came with the game anyway, as seen here, two-sided. Great game, by the way. I gotta get back to that someday. But then you got this really high-quality monster GTA-style map. And so I'm pretty sure that I paid $80 for this edition, or it was $70. Maybe it was just $10 more. I kind of forget. But yes, I am from the 90s, and I'm from the time where we read the booklets. We enjoyed the booklets, and the booklets existed. And they existed from Nintendo, NES, all the way going up to the PS2, the Dreamcast. And then they just slowly started disappearing, and you started getting just these one-page black and white, and then they would start putting the controls and stuff kind of on the inside of the case here, and then it got to the point where it would say if you want to download, it would just give you that if you want to download it, and it would give you the link, and then the manual started being digital in the options section of your game. You know, I appreciate all of this, and it really does feel like Christmas, and I think, sad to say, I think this is just going to be the only game that comes out on Switch that isn't a special edition. Even some special editions, you really don't even get like a cardboard box. I mean, they did kind of do it with Splatoon 2 and like Breath of the Wild, and there are some special editions that come with a bigger box, and of course you pay a premium for that. But from the top of my head, I can't think of any other game that's on Switch that when it came out was $59.99 and came with just this amount of love. It really almost doesn't even matter that like the booklet is black and white, or that these are not, I mean, I guess these are kind of sort of low quality stickers. They didn't cost a lot to print, but it's really the thought that counts. Even just getting a thank you from CD Projekt Red with just this cool write-up and telling you to enjoy the game, it just means a lot to me. So now that I've unboxed it, I just wanted to show you guys just exactly what you'd be getting. Now, as I said before, this is not a special edition. This is the standard edition, so if you go to your Walmart, your Best Buy, your Target, whatever, this is the only edition. And I was talking to the girl at GameStop today because I asked if they had this, and even though up in the front of the store they have 20 empty cases of this, and they're on the front rack with a bunch of like blank boxes and like the bigger one saying Witcher 3 on Switch, we have it. She went into the computer, she typed it in. She goes, yeah, we have that. She goes over to the drawer, unlocks it, opens it, and then she's kind of looking through these like, she's like, is it this? Like, is this a special edition? And I told her no, and I told her about the amount of content that's on the cartridge and the size of the cartridge and just what else comes with this. And she was like, wow, like, that's weird. Like, why? And I was like, because they're just awesome. They just went out of their way and they went the extra mile. And how cool is that? And she just agreed. She was like, that's really cool. You don't see that. And I was like, we haven't seen this for decades. So as I said, little collector tip for you. See, it's completely sealed up on the top, but not on the bottom. But hey, that's okay. So that's what this is. That's what's in it. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, leave a comment below, go on Twitter, tag CD Projekt Red, such as myself, and if this is the kind of thing that you're into, be loud and proud. Say how awesome this is. Let's show more companies that we want this back. We want more of this. Saving 50 cents on 1 million copies or 5 million copies definitely adds up to a lot. But you don't have to be greedy like that, and you can still have pretty good success and not be like all the other companies that are out there that are cutting every damn corner they can to kind of screw us over. And then even when you spend $80 on a special edition that you pre-order, some of the stuff isn't even that good. So let me know what you guys think down below. This has been The Witcher 3 for the Nintendo Switch unboxing. I am D-Dub. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this video. There will be more coming from me, and I hope that you guys go out and support this great project. I know I'm going to be enjoying this, and I'm pretty much going to play this right now. So this is D-Dub out, and I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.